Chapter 13, Dark Side of Paradise. Blah, 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 blah. Hale expect you for dinner in 15. Get dressed quick. She hates tardiness. Tack tosses a pile of clothing into the tent for you. You let the flap close behind her as she leaves. She strips and holds up a blue top and loose white pants undersize. Hale's dressing us now. She's very particular, isn't she? At least they're clean, which is more than I can say for my other clothes. She shrugs and slips into the outfit. She smooths the wrinkles out and turns for you to get a full view. Pretty. Not bad for dressing in captivity. She's secured down her exposed arms, feeling the contours of her every muscle. Dr. Hale has better taste than I expected. Your hand continues down her body, but she grabs your wrist, stopping him. She uses her hold to tug your body flush with hers. It's only fair you change too. I would kill for a clean set of clothes, even though literally we've been going through outfits since this entire book. She retrieves the suit and turquoise shirt picked for you, and you eye the luxurious fabric with appreciation. Come on, you're not gonna deprive me of the chance to see in this, right? Diamond choice. Really? I look like a turtle. You slip into the suit and begin buttoning the turquoise shirt. Her eyes rake over every inch of you, drinking you in like a woman dying of thirst. Not so fast. She brushes your hands away, leaving several buttons undone. Her fingers dip underneath your shirt, coaxing your nips to a point and earning a gasp. Oh. You like that? With a mischievous smirk, she slides her hand beneath the waistband of your pants and finds you're rigid with desire. Really? Her fingers skim you. You close your eyes, groaning at her teasing caress. Damn it. Yep, I'll skip that because I, YouTube. What a tease. Maybe Who knew we came with extra benefits with every suit we get? Time to go. Don't make me drag you out of here. She gives you a comforting look as you step into the warm, tropical night once more. Tack leans against a post just outside. She gives you both a quick once-over, nodding to her so. Good to see you both changed. Hale like it. We didn't do it for her, and we certainly didn't do it for you. She's just jealous Hale didn't give her a new outfit. That's not... You're right. I guess Dr. Hale probably doesn't respect her employees as much as her guests. Tack's face contorts in anger. She grips the hilt of a knife as her waist. Shut it and get moving. You follow her across the camp into a wide tent where you find a dining table laden with island delicacies. Your mouth waters as you breathe in the aromas of hot, fresh food. Is this all for us? Mostly. My crew gets leftovers after we're done. How generous of you to share your scraps. We've been eating like this every night since we started working with them. The exotic animal business is a gold mine. Tack. It's a disgusting way to make money. Those animals belong in their natural habitats, not in gilded cages or black market products. You were already low, but the congrats on being low actual scum of the earth, Tack. Give me some credit. I'm a successful entrepreneur now. You mean Hale is? Tack grits her teeth, her hands balling into white-knuckled fists. You're right, man. She's Dr. Hale's lackey now, but Tack needs approval to scratch her own. Enough. She slams a hand down on the table, rattling the dishes. As you take your seat at the table, you notice a large steak knife lying beside Tack's plate. The only utensils in front of you and Anne are plastic. Add enough truth for one evening, Tack? She shoots daggers at Anne before piling heaps of food onto your plates, topping it off with a simple pork and veggie skewer. Come on, eat. You've got to be hungry living off coconuts, dragon fruit, and a few measly fish. Hey, fish are good. How do we know this food is safe? Could have poisoned it. Tack lets out a hearty chuckle. She uses her steak knife to stab a piece of pork from your plate, then eats it without hesitation. If I wanted you dead, I wouldn't need tricks to make it happen. A history tells a different lesson. It's rude to turn down what Hale and I are offering. Eat. Technically, you're not offering it, Hale is. Your stomach roars loudly as you stare at the large plate in front of you, considering. You need your strength. Without hesitation, you shovel forkful after forkful into your mouth, savoring the taste of pork and pineapple on your tongue. Oh, I forgot how I missed food. Anne hesitates before taking her first bite, but once she gives in, she can't stop herself from devouring her food as quickly as you. Damn it, I hate how good this is. This is just a taste of life you could have if you partner with me again. The last taste I remember from working with you is salt water. You know, from when you threw me overboard. Water under the bone. You forget I know you. You've worked hard for every scrap you have. I'm offering you the chance to never want for anything. Never have to choose between gas or a hot meal. Life doesn't have to be so hard. You're right. Your way is easier. Don't listen to her. You're stronger because of what you've overcome. For better or worse, the struggles made you who you are. Don't give that up now. Her jaw tightens as the sadness in her eyes turn to steely anger, but she glares at Tag. Offer me whatever you want. I'd rather die than work with you again. I can arrange that. You lean in to whisper to Anne, as Tack busies herself, cutting another portion of glazed pork. I don't know how much more of this I can take. What, the food? What do we say we flip the script? We could make this dinner hell for Tag. Make her regret dining with us. Diamond choice. Make this dinner hell for Tag. I'm in. Whatever it takes to make this dinner more bearable. Anne suddenly nods, placing her fingers through yours under the table, while Tack turns to you, full goblet in her hand. You're really missing out here, Anne. Look around you. I can offer you money, men, and a life on the sea. From what I see, Hale keeps you on a tight leash. I'm nobody's pet. You know, where I come from, people have a word for you. Gullible. And what's that, little boy? I don't know if that's the word I would use. Let me think about this. It's plain and simple. That's what you are. Poop. I was gonna go with lackey, but poop. Yeah, at least lackeys are useful. Tag's eyes narrow, she glares at you and leans back on her chair, smirking. Poop is a nicer nickname than what I'd give her. You're just jealous of what I've got here. I don't remember seeing a feast like this at your camp. We still had more there than you have here. Good company, freedom, human decency, like that sort of thing. With a dismissive click of her tongue, Tack stabs her knife into the piece of board. She tears a hunk off with her knife, with her teeth. You sit in glowering silence as she chews. Money can buy freedom and good company, the rest is overrated. Then you won't mind if I do this. I'm gonna spit. Almost before you realize doing it, you spit on her plate, spraying droplets on her food. You are not the way. You are not the way. You are not the queen. Hey. You can't help but grin at her shocked expression as she watches a glob of spit slide down her meat. She turns to you and lunges. You little. But before she can reach you, Anne moves to shield you with her body. Tack shoves her away with a huff and sits back down. Whatever, all you've done is waste good food. Some environmentalist you are. Let's just say I was performing an experiment. Poop. That nickname is so perfect. Dag dumps the ruined food into a nearby trash can, but doesn't refill her plate. I need another drink anyway. Tag reaches for the bottle of wine and pours a healthy measure into each of the cups on the table. No thank you. Come on, loosen up. I bet you'd like me better after a bit of booze. Yep, and then there's the morning after regret, you know? Nah, I'm good. She raises her glass in a mock toast, waiting for you to do the same. You look to Anne, who eyes your drink with purpose. Why don't you make the toast, John? Oh, you know, it would be my honor. Here's to poop. And getting everything she deserves. You and Anne clink glasses. Tack jaw tightens, and you can feel the anger radiating off her from her chair. I already have a ship, a business, a crew, and a lot of cash. What else do you think I deserve? I'm so glad you asked. Should we clue her in? Since she asked. You look at the full glass in your hand, considering. I'm gonna throw my drink at her. You hear the contents attack, covering her in a wash of red wine. What the? I mean, I would have grabbed the bottle and smacked it over her head, but you know. Wine drops down her chest and face, soaking into her shirt, and you hold back a laugh as a bit of dribbles onto her pants. You were right, I do like you better this way. We should do this again soon. She takes a deep breath in through her nose as if to calm herself, but there is murder in her gaze. And here I thought we could play nice. You know what, I'll give her credit. She's got a cool temper. We're not playing at all, Poop. Stop treating us like your pawns. I don't remember you having so much to say before. Your new friend is rubbing off on you. She looks at you, a smile forming on her lips. Yeah, he is. You ruined my dinner, my drink, my name. What else you got? You lean toward her with a calculated smile. Your whole illegal operation, Poop. She matches your challenging gaze with one of her own. Better off poop than dead. Just then, upbeat music crackles to life nearby. You turn to see Dr. Hale standing beside a familiar record player. Where'd you get that? I had my guards retrieve a few of your belongings. There's no need for a radio now that you're here with me. You, had no right to take our stuff. According to who? I'm the only law here on Moku. No one to know who I'm dealing with. You can't keep us prisoners forever. I'd hardly call you prisoners. You're my guests. I've provided you with this lovely meal and appropriate attire. She casts her gaze on you and Anne's clothing. I'm pleased to see you didn't reject my hospitality. I knew what color would suit you, John. I didn't wear it for you, trust me. I'm not going to turn down a fresh change of clothing, though. Though I noticed you didn't give Tack something to wear. I guess she's not as important to you. Yeah, I was wondering about that. If anyone deserves a new getup, it's me. Careful, Tack. Your jealousy showing. Quiet. Tack will discuss this later. Tack huffs, leaning back on her seat. Dr. Hale moves to the head of the table, sits, an air of regality in her movements as she rests against the hard, carved wood back. Now that you've seen my facilities and methods, it's time you saw the results of my research. Nothing you show me will change my mind about your work here on Moku. A simple, making assumptions without evidence, that's not very scientific. Dr. Hale drops a folder on the table in front of you. You reluctantly pick it up and begin leafing through, and soon find yourself engrossed in data. My god, everything you're doing, it's working. Anne leans over your shoulder to look at the documents. Tack continues silently watching Anne as she eats. So, somewhere in here is a cure for those viruses in the lab? More than that, these results indicate the potential for Dr. Hale's methods to eliminate any future viruses from the host. The eradication of an entire branch of sickness, and the only price was the lives of a few doomed animals. I don't even see any negative side effects that come with an overactive immune system. This could change everything. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Don't see any side effects from an over and active immune system. And I don't know who to blame. The mock fake doctor or Pixelberry for that statement. Your enthusiasm turns to shock and dismay when you reach the last page. Wait, these chemicals mentioned in your ecological impact section, they're causing severe environmental damage. The bright green runoff I saw during the storm, that was a byproduct of your work. Another reason I came to Moku. No one cares what you dump in a place on the brink of extinction. When the gas, even the gas treatments. Gas treatments? I'm no scientist, but that sounds like a red flag. Wait, your cure can't be converted into airborne form, which means... I aerosolize the viruses to spread infection throughout the animal population more exponentially. So it's in the air. You mean we could be infected too? Unlikely, given your lack of symptoms, but that's all the more reason for you to stay. This is bad. These are weaponized viruses. When you publish your research, you'll be revealing a way to spread deadly viruses over mass populations.
True, but that won't matter once my cure is available.
So you plan on giving it away for free?
Of course not. Only the profits to fund future research.
Then you'll be condemning anyone who can't afford to pay. Dr. Hale, you have to see what you're doing is wrong. It has to stop. Driving her fork down into a piece of fish, she grits her teeth.
Clearly it doesn't matter what the facts are. Your minds were made up before you ever saw what I accomplished. If you have no interest in working alongside me, well, you can still aid my research. Congratulations on volunteering for my first human trial.
This has to be some kind of sick joke. Like hell we'll let you experiment on us. Your protests are interrupted by the arrival of TAC smugglers. Dr. Hale, TAC, there's been a problem. This better be important. The doctor warned you not to interrupt dinner. The moment Hale and TAC exit the tent, Anne snatches TAC's forgotten steak knife from the table. This may be our only chance to escape, Doc. We gotta take it. I assume you have a plan in mind? Well, half of one. Anyway, find something that'll pierce flesh. I'll take TAC, you get Hale. You want me to stop Hale? Why didn't you just say so? She deserves that and more. She tugs a napkin onto her lap and covers the blade beneath it. You look around for something inconspicuous to use as a weapon. Well, I mean, a skewer can definitely pierce flesh. Can do more than that. TAC was so generous to put this on my plate. You reposition the skewer on your plate so you can grab it at a moment's notice. Your hand whirls towards the entrance as you hear footsteps approaching. This'll only work if they let their guard down and distract Hale with some science talk. About what? You're the expert. You've never had trouble coming up with something to ramble on at me before. You fall silent as the tent flap opens. Reeling Dr. Hale and TAC, they return to their seats. Trouble in paradise? Everything's under control, but I'm touched that you were worried.
Dr. Lico, I hope the moment of reprieve offered you a bit of perspective. If not, I'm sure TAC could escort you to the cages for the night. Especially now that I find that a portion of them conveniently empty.
Actually, I was wondering... I actually want to talk... Yeah, ornithology.
What game are you playing, Dr. Lico?
Her eyes narrow. The room is heavy with tension as all heads turn towards you. TAC drums her fingers on the table to an ominous beat. No game. You've shown me your meticulous studies of the local avifauna, and I've seen what you use a trap.
As a matter of fact, I hoped to use birds as a mean of deploying the cure, since it can be aerosolized like the virus.
However, you aren't afraid a scientist would get a hold of the external deployment device on the bird? They could easily replicate your work then.
You raise an excellent point. Perhaps there is a better way to transfer the cure widely.
You can feel the tension in the room dissipate. Dr. Hale relaxes back against her chair, while TAC grabs more food herself. Now. In a sudden burst of motion, Anne plunges a steak knife in TAC's shoulder, catching her off guard. Ah! Take that, you bastard. And listen, as Sano said, you should have aimed for the head. Before Dr. Hale can move, you snatch the skewer off your plate. Aim for her shoulder. Before she can react to you, drive the skewer into her shoulder. She screams in pain. I was hoping for a better aim point, like the middle of her forehead. She clutches at the wound, blood gushing down her arm. Good luck experimenting on animals now. Good job. Now let's go. She reaches for you as you both race out of the tent and into the humid air of the rainforest. The spray of bullets shred the canvases of a nearby tent. You gasp as Anne tugs you to the ground, rolling you behind the cover of a lab. Follow my lead, and whatever you do, stay down. You hang on to her hand tightly as she leads you around the side of a laboratory. As you pass the window, you catch a glimpse of a guard inside. Anne, look at the map. That guy's holding. Those big X marks look like trouble. She peeks through the window to get a closer look. Damn it. Those are trap markers. TAC must have rigged this whole area after we showed up. There are dozens of them. We'll never be able to avoid them all. We will if we get our hands on that map. The guard rolls up the map and tucks it in his back pocket. He leaves the lab, passing a few feet in front of the hiding spot as you share with Anne. It's now or never, dog. You in? Diamond choice. Before we do this, you can read a map like that, right? Because it looks like a deranged pirate druid. This is me we're talking about. Don't you trust me? I've put my life in your hands more times than I care to count. What's one more? I'm not sure if that's your confidence in me talking or recklessness. Takes a little bit of recklessness to trust you. She shakes her head, but you can see a hint of a smile play on her lips. Come on, let's grab this map before the guard gets too far away. Wait, before we go, I wanted to give you a good luck kiss. Worry that you won't have a chance again? More like reminding you what you're fighting for. Other than our lives, you mean? Rolling your eyes, you start to turn away, but she pulls you in back to her and kisses you fiercely. She presses both palms against your back, holding you flush against her. Your tongue parts your lips, causing you to moan. Oh. But the fleeting kiss is over just as quickly as it came. Anne pulls back, giving your hand a reassuring squeeze. This is what I'm fighting for, a lifetime of your kisses. I look forward to each one. Now, let's go. No time to lose. You catch the guard, continue his route along the raised platform, then dip into a tent, and signals you to follow. You and Anne wait in a nearby bush as the guard rummages through the tent. Why is he casually just rummaging? She said it'd be in here. Carefully and quiet. You nod in agreement, crouching as slowly approach. You take a step forward and crack. Oh no. Looking down, you see a broken twig beneath her shoe. The guard turns towards the direction of the sound. I should press against the wall, drop to the ground. Press against the wall. You pull Anne back by the shirt and flatten yourself against the tent's wall, and you hope the darkness will be enough to conceal you. I swore I heard something. It's the wilderness. There might be a baboon outside. Woohoo! Woohoo! The guard steps to the edge of the tent, gun in hand. You don't even breathe as he comes within feet of your hiding spot. Must have been an animal. Yep, see? Look at that. Smart man. Yep, a baboon. Woohoo! He returns to his search of the tent. He releases a shaky breath. At least we're safe for the moment. You look to Anne, flickering light playing on her face. Her brow knitted deep in thought. This is gonna be tricky. The guard will be on alert now. We're so close, though. Watch the guard bend over to dig through a lower cabinet, the map sticking out of his back pocket. You want to grab it or stay here and create a distraction? I'll just grab the map. I'll be in and out before he even knows it. Then I'll knock on the other side of the tent to distract him. You nod, and Anne quickly moves into position. You start towards the tent. Why don't I just knock him out? Okay, whatever. She crashes the tent nearby. The guard bolts upright, turning towards the noise. I know I heard that. You match the guard step for step, tiptoeing closer to the map. Are you serious? Almost there. As he slides the tent flap open, you take the chance to snatch the rolled up map. Gotcha. Stupid tree branch. There's nothing there. The guard shakes his head as you hurry back outside, melting into the shadows with Anne. You get it? It's almost like you doubt me. You hold out the map triumphantly. This will come in handy. Roll the map back up. Let's get out of here. Goddamn wind blowing my door and shit. Bright lights of the camp fade behind you as you and Anne sneak towards the shadowy tree line, only to hear a shout of the second before you disappear from view. I see them there! Dog, run. Branches whip at your face as you crash through the rainforest, clutching Anne's hand and trying not to stumble into the darkness. She holds a stolen map in front of her, expertly guiding you through the dense trees. This way. Do you think we've lost them? Instead of her steady voice, you hear Tack's growl in response. Think again. Ugh. Tack extends a hand, about to grab on Anne's arm when a piercing squeal echoes through the night. Hey, it's the pig. Large boar you rescued from Hale's cage shoots towards Tack, ramming into her legs with curved tusks. Oh, that's gotta hurt. The force causes Tack to fall to the ground with a painful thud. Thanks, Papa Boar. Adorable. You race away, a hand points to a tiny shape emerging from the bushes. It's a baby boar. Oh, they came back for us. Must have been, you must have left an impression. You and Anne continued sprinting through the forest, gaining plenty of distance from Tack. You can't help but smile as you think of the boars free to run in the wild. You haven't made it much further when Anne grabs you, pulling you against her. Careful, you almost stepped on the trap. She points down to the ground, the map still open in her hand. We can use this to our advantage. Tack and her crew will think they're going around the trap. But if we move it, they'll run straight right into it like I like it. I have my moments. Carefully, you and Anne get to work relocating the snare, setting up a trap a few feet over. I wish we could stick around to see if it works. I'm sure we'll hear if it does. Now, let's go. We don't have time to waste. Several minutes later, you're sprinting through the forest when a loud holler echoes through the trees. Aye! Who they have put that there? Music to my ears. That's one down, a lot more to go. The camp is far behind you and come to a sudden stop at a large cliff. You glance back and see no sign of Tack or the smugglers. No way back, no way forward. Where do we go? John, no. Before you can ask what's wrong, she pushes you to the ground. A bullet rips through the foliage, and Anne collapses. And she's been shot in the arm. Rip. And that's it. Alright, without further ado, thanks for watching. Much love and appreciation. I love your beautiful faces. Make sure to smash that like button. Consider hitting the like, or the share button, excuse me, and smashing that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, it'd be great to have you as part of the community. Again, I put in a lot of work, I've put in a lot of years, and, you know, hey, it'd be great to have you, you know, and, hey, if you want to also consider supporting the channel, that would be great as well. Links down below, or hit that join button. Thanks again for watching. Much love. Catch y'all later. Peace out.